Hi everyone. Good morning. I'm Akhilesh, and I'm a student of Mac course. And this will be a presentation about the final project of the course Advanced Computing Concepts, for which our instructor is Dr. Al Khatib. And so basically, we had to build a web search engine which had additional functionalities to it when we run that web search engine. And now the additional functionalities, I'll allude to them later, as will my peers in the presentation. But if I want to give a basic idea about it, the additional so basically it's obviously like a web search engine based on how Google, Bing, etc. keep they do their work, but with an additional functionality like searching for keywords, searching for specific links, stuff like that. And that's where we a word suggestion for the user. This is where the web search engine has additional functionality. Now, if I move on, so this was the team that I was working with. First of all, it was Anisha, Sarwat, me, myself, Akhilesh, Adhiraj, and Manav. I'm really proud to say all of us have worked really immensely on this project, not only developing. Now we made sure that all of us get we make enough features in this particular project so that we all can do the development as well as creating and refining all of that development process. So moving on. So the presentation lineup basically will involve something like this. So basically, we'll start with introduction and example, and then we'll move on to what our approach was during this time. How did we do it? Like how did we begin the project, and how we went along over it. And then we'll move on to the web search engine components. Then we'll maybe dive a little into uh, how the components are, what those components are, what they do, and stuff like that. Basically, we'll explain entirely what our search engine does, what all functionalities it has. As I mentioned earlier, again, this will be a this project is a combination of essentially web crawler, indexing, parsing, word occurrence, and pattern matching. These will be like the five components that will be like five different features that our project is going to be offering. If I have to explain, I'll just explain these features in short, and my peers will take over the responsibility to explain them in further detail. So web crawler is basically just crawling throughout the HTML side and taking up all the links and all the important information, all the web pages, taking that and taking that as an HTML format and converting them into text so that all the later functions can be done is essentially crawling. And then indexing is basically what file basically just ranking the files as we go along, which file was first, which file was second, kind of like that, like arranging them ascending descending, stuff like that. If I go to parsing, it's basically parsing is like going through the files for the later ones, like for word occurrence and pattern matching. When we need to go through a file, now that it's converted from HTML to text, when we have to go through a file, we use parsing as an example. And then after passing through file, we search for each word through each file, and find out how many times the word is occurring, and that is essentially word occurrence. And the pattern matching is basically regex matching. Basically, we're matching regex of any email, any phone, or any site that we can get inside of our files, and if we get anything, we show it to the user. So basically, these are the five components in our thing. And the concept, and after that will be concept and tool views. So the in short, the concept used is very simple. The concept used over here, so we were lucky enough to have assignments during our course that actually led to everything we had to learn to make this possible. So all the concepts and all the tools have been used from our resources and from our assignments that we gathered, and then we projected it. And then there's a project flowchart, and then we'll just conclude the project and give the demo regarding the entire project. If I move ahead, yeah. So basically, introduction. in simple terms, search engine are just response machine. So basically, let's say we type something in, and then they give us results based on that. So that is essentially what introduction like search engine in general are. They discover and catalog all material in the internet, and that is done through excessively through, as I mentioned before, crawling and indexing. All the material is gathered, and then all the results, basically rank based, best match, everything, all the results that we get essentially work on these two fundamentals itself, crawling and indexing. And then basically crawlers and spiders are basically programs that start finding web pages and go through all the web pages and all the links, and find all the content that we need for our for our search engine to work. And if I move ahead, yeah, so basic, well-known, very well-known examples of what we're going to do in this essentially involves Google, Bing, YouTube, Amazon. Now these are different kinds of search engines. Google and Bing are approximately the same. They are like web search engines. YouTube is a video directory search engine essentially, and Amazon is like a listing search engine kind of thing. So as you can see, there are so many different search engines that we are using on daily basis, and we just try to implement. We just took references from all of them somewhere, and we just try to implement it. So I think I'll pass over the mic to Manav after this, so that we can continue with the presentation and tell about our approach. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Akhilesh. My name is Manav, and I will start explaining by our approach. All the fundamentals that were used in in the implementation of this project were at least taught once in any of the lab assignments or the class lecture. The fundamentals were cleared so well that we did not face enough problem while doing the practical implementation of all those concepts. For the implementation of web search engine, we will apply these concepts including the following: pattern matching, indexing, added distance algorithm, occurrences of words, parsing, search engine process. All this have been explained in brief in the coming slides. Now I will explain the concepts and tool used for this project. The first concept that we used is brute force search. It is used for the sequential search. Hash map are used for inverted index. Added distance is used for autocorrection, and regular expression is used for passing the words and elimination of special characters. The tools and the libraries used involved Eclipse that were used to write the code. Java Regix is used for matching. JSoup is used for language processing, and it is an open source library in Java. The platform of YouTube is used to upload this video, and the GitHub will be used to upload the code for the ease of access. Now I will explain the web search engine and the components involved in it. The major components that are involved in our web search engine are web crawler, indexing, parsing, word suggestion, word occurrence, and pattern matching. Web crawler is used for crawling the web URL using JSoup and getting the HTML pages. Then using the parser, the downloaded HTML pages are converted into text format, which can be used further. Indexer is used for the text files and sorting the files on the basis of occurrence of the words in each file. In word occurrence, searching operation is performed, searching the input words and presenting the output. The word suggestion feature suggests similar words, and spell check is performed using pattern matching. Now I will explain the overall function of our web search engine. The web crawler are used to traverse the internet, scan the internet by going through website and analyze the data. So the main component web crawler is used to go through every URL that is available and get the HTML files and downloading these HTML files. But these HTML files can't be used as such. They need to be converted into .txt format. For this, parser is used, and it uses JSOUP so that these downloaded HTML files can be converted into text formats and used further. Once the files are converted into text format, they need to be sorted, and this is performed in the indexing phase. In indexing, the files are sorted on the basis of occurrence of the words in each file. Once the indexing have been done, the following web search engine operation can be applied on them. For example, searching of a word, word suggestion, etc. So this is how most of the web search engine like Google, Bing works. Now I will pass on the control to my fellow classmate Anisha, which will further explain you the components involved in this project. Thank you.
Thanks, Manav. We will now go through each feature used in our application one by one, starting with the web crawler. A web crawler is also called a spider or spider bot. It is an internet bot that systematically browses the World Wide Web, typically operated by search engines, for the purpose of web indexing, and this process is also known as web spidering. Going through some of the applications of web crawler, it is commonly used to index pages for search engines. This enables search engines to provide relevant results for queries. It is also used to describe web scraping, that is, pulling structured data from web pages. In our application, we have implemented the web crawler that browses the World Wide Web to index pages for our search engine. It performs crawling on the URL entered by the user. Once the web crawler starts crawling a page, they discover new pages via the URL which is entered by the user. The crawler adds the newly discovered URLs to the crawl queue so that they can be crawled later on. Web crawling is the first process implemented in our application that prepares the web search engine for the next step of indexing. The next feature of our application is indexing. Indexing means storing and organizing the content found during the crawling process. In our application, we have used indexing, which gives an index to each web page that is crawled during the web crawling process. The results of indexing are then stored using a parser file with the help of lists. Coming to the next feature of parsing, parsing is the process of reading a value of one object to convert it into another type. In our application, we have implemented a parser to save the web pages fetched during crawling process into HTML and text files. We have used the Java JSOUP library to perform parsing. JSOUP is a Java HTML parser which provides an API to extract and manipulate data from URL or HTML files. I would now like to call upon Adiraj to explain the further features of the application.
Thanks, Anisha. The next feature in our application is word occurrence. In our application, we are using brute force search algorithm to find the occurrences of words. Brute force search or exhaustive search, also known as generate and text, is a very general problem-solving technique that consists of systematically going through all possible candidates for the solution and checking whether each candidate satisfies the problem statement. This algorithm operates by looking for a match between the pattern and text to be searched. We use this algorithm to perform the search operation as the time complexity is quite efficient, which is big O of m into n, where m is the length of the pattern and n is the length of the text. The advantages of brute force search algorithm are that it performs sequential search due to its nature of traversing through all possible candidates. It does not require pre-processing of the text and does not require additional space. Moreover, it's very effective for performing search operations for shorter text and patterns. The next feature in our application is word suggestion. In our application, we are using edit distance program to determine the similarity between two words. Edit distance is a way of quantifying how dissimilar two strings are to one another by counting the minimum number of operations required to transform one string into other. We are performing insert, replace, and remove operations in a program to transform the string. We use this algorithm in a program due to its efficient time complexity, which is similar to brute force search algorithm, which is big O of m into n, where m is the length of the pattern and n is the length of the text. The last feature in our application is pattern matching. In our application, we are using regular expressions, commonly known as regex, which is a sequence of characters that specifies a search pattern. One of the greatest features of regex is the ability to define our own search criteria based on our needs and requirements and is a language in its own. We can look at the following examples shown below, which are used as regex patterns. Now I call Server to move forward with the presentation.
Thank you, Adhiraj. So I will continue the presentation by explaining in detail how the data flows in our project and then further give a demo of our web search application. So now moving on to the project flowchart. So basically the web search engine starts off by asking the user to enter a URL which is passed on to the web crawler. The web crawler is going to begin the crawling and parsing, which basically converts the HTML files to text. These files are then indexed by the indexer, and the index files are displayed to the user after they've been ranked. The user is then asked if they want to search a word, and the brute force search algorithm is actually used to search the words if the user selects the option yes. The user is also given a word suggestion each time that they enter a word, which is calculated through the edit distance algorithm against the words that are included in all the files that have been parsed and stored. When the search is complete, the user can again search for another word or choose to proceed by entering the option no. If the user selects the option no, the web search engine then gives the user an option to search for any links that occur in these files. These links are searched through the regular expression algorithm and displayed to the user in the console as well. After the links are displayed, the application is going to end. The user can also choose to end the application at any time by choosing the no option for word search as well as link search. Now I'm going to give a quick demo of our web search application. I'm going to move on to the console. So once the web search engine is run, a message is displayed to the user to enter the URL. Once the user enters the URL, the crawling is initiated, as you can see on the screen. The console also displays all the URL that are being crawled by the crawler. Once the crawling is completed, the user is going to be prompted that the crawling has been completed, and the web search engine is going to move on to indexing. As you can see, the files have been indexed as well, and the user is also prompted that the files have been indexed. Next, the user is asked if they want to search a word. When they select the Yes option, they can enter the word they want to search. Here the user has entered the word online. So all the occurrences on the word online have been displayed, including the file name as well. Then the user is asked if they want to search again. If they enter no, they will be asked if they want to search the links. When they select the option yes, all the links that are included in the text files that were parsed are going to be displayed to the user. The application will then be closed. As you can see in our folder as well, the directory has all the files that have been parsed. For the project, we ensured that there is an equal contribution from each of the group member by dividing the different components amongst each other. The component division has been mentioned in this slide. This division of work ensured a timely completion of the project and gave us ample time to work on the video presentation, where we again ensured an equal screen time for each of the member. Every component that was created by each of the individual member was tested thoroughly by all the team members to make sure that no errors occurred in any of the individual component. Once these components were integrated into the main web search program, a thorough integration testing was also performed so that all the components were behaving as expected. This testing was console-based, where all the data being communicated between the methods was printed onto the console for verification. To conclude today's presentation, I'd like to reiterate that our Advanced Computing Concepts project is a simple web search engine application that has been developed by applying the concepts that we learned in our ACC lectures and then further applied in our labs and assignments. Our project has a future scope in expansion to become a web-based application and further also having a proper database to store the parsed files. This next slide mentions the references used in our research. The online resources have also been mentioned in the description box of this video, as well as the GitHub link to our project. Lastly, I would like to thank you all for joining us today for this presentation. I hope it proved to be informative, and in case of any questions, please leave a comment below. Goodbye and have a great day.